Kitten of Death 18 just joined the syndicate on Twitch, 7-month subiversary on Twitch. Woot woot.
Hello, chat. How is everybody? Hopefully we're doing good.
Yes.
I am currently adding something really quick. Add this. This goes on this side. Shit. What? Age, I was worth 180. Bari, what the fuck?
No. Habari, go home, you're drunk.
Yeah, a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay. How is everything? It's no. Wait, what? It's no clue we like watching Neko doing it. I love it. Yes, pin it. Pin the message. Thank you. Remnant, hello. Kitten of Death, hello. Habari. Blaze, of course. Yes. Fluffy. Was Fluffy here? It's responding to Fluffy. Oh, you said Fluff. Okay, gotcha. Everything looks great. You love it. It's great, isn't it? I love it too. It's perfect and it's bouncy and I love it. Alex, hello. You won a bag of pretzels at Valentine's Day bingo. Fun shit. Ooh, the Annie Ann's type. I love pretzels. The other day we were at a mall and Blaze and I split a thing of the pepperoni Annie Ann's pretzels and they were very tasty. You know, we munched on pretzels this long weekend. Yeah, it is a long weekend, isn't it? We got, what, President's Day on Monday? Is that what it is? I might be wrong. Do I not know what you're referencing? No, Abari. Neko dumb.
It's Rick and Morty reference.
Oh! I should have known with all the burping that it was a Rick and Morty reference. I should have. Like, that's better. Bouncy. The exercise ball or the stress ball? The melon. It's not a Rick and Morty reference. Oh, hold on. Now I got a little look. I will watch this later, I promise. Indoor malls still exist in 2026. Yeah. Watch it now? The things I do to appease. It's not long, but it's funny. I don't think you guys could hear it anyway, so might as well. the fuck? Excuse me? Oh, okay. Habari, what the fuck is your algorithm? Yeah, we have a lot of indoor malls. Anywho, we're here to finish up this game.
Yes.
Yes. If any mods want to hang out, the mic is open. It's interesting. 7th of March, 1979, Alpha Omega Radio. Oh boy. Is this dude dead? Maybe. A corpse, pale as a ghost, electrocuted to death. You son of a bitch, you took my money, and I've been waiting for the stuff since January. I don't give a shit if your contact is dead. You'll soon join him if you don't either deliver or give me back my money. You keep avoiding me like I can't find out the station's address, huh? A half-finished small bag of gaze is found in his pocket. Hello, Instancies. Hi.
Awa.
Hiya, Bobby.
I have partaken.
In the mic, in the yummy things, I don't know.
Oh, I also made pizza.
Pizza. Yummy.
Good pizza.
Ugh, I can't. Camera, stop. The turntable does not appear to have been affected by the short circuit. The last LP that has been aired was Freezing Facts by T. Sixto, a lesser-known artist from the early 70s. I didn't miss anything on this, did I? No. Okay. Looking at the back of the control panel shows the ground wire is cut. Oh. It could have been snipped by someone, or it could be a cut caused by wear and tear. Hard to say. The instrument is used to record live broadcasts, which are then replayed at different times. The last words recorded are surprise. It's me, DJ Jazz Kitty, you lucky people. Due to, then static. Oh, is this Jazz Kitty? Doesn't look the same. Top 10, My Shirley, The Gambits, Mean Girls, Fanny Winter, Am I Sexier What, Rob Assistant, Love is Slipping Away, Rebecca Simpson, I Will Die, The Defeats, In the Army, Town Folks, Too Much Hell, Geese and Bees, Glassy Eyes, Mr. Hook, Don't Call Me, Brunette, Away and Lonesome, Troy Dixon, Jazz Kitty, play the freaking top 10. Should I remind you that I'm not the only manager, but also, not only the manager, but also the program director, Mike. I'm like looking at this list and I'm like, this one's supposed to be My Sharona, right? I know, like, this one is definitely Call Me by Blondie.
I Will Survive.
I Will Survive. This is In the Navy by the Village People.
You want to know my favorite fact about that song?
Which one?
What?
In the Navy?
What?
They didn't tell the people on the boat what the song was going to be about. They lied about it. And then when they put it out, they were so fucking pissed.
Oh, I bet. Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. These all have to be references,
for sure.
But I
So
think I would
I feel
have
like-
to.
Am I sexy or what? I feel like I know what it's a parody of, but I can't think of it. And probably Rob Zombie.
Maybe.
Or is it, am I sexy or not?
I don't know. Anywho, the clock. The short circuit has left it stuck at 6 o'clock. That silly Dennis. He went out to look for his big break without even asking me, but the scoop came right to me. Of course it's tragic, eh? But it's my duty as a photographer to take pictures. Professional grade camera. An instant camera, a camera that can develop prints shortly after they've been taken. Mr. Davis, this is the last sum of money that I'll ever give you. Your bloodletting game has gone on for far too long. At this point, I wouldn't even care if you published what you have, if it meant not having to deal with you. I've been punished enough for a mistake I made when I was young and poor. Interesting. Mr. Keller called to apologize as she... Oh, Ms. Keller, rather, called to apologize as she can't make it to the interview. She sounded really scared. Maybe you should check what's going on. Evelyn. I've been following your work with interest. You know where to look, but you're missing some important pieces of the puzzle. I'll help you, but I want you to help me with your articles. Expect some revelations from me soon. But watch your back, you're in danger. Not everyone appreciates your work as much as I do. I've had it with you. What the hell are you doing? We barely avoided getting sued by Ezra Monarch just because the guy had the decency to get himself killed. I told you hundreds of times, stop playing Sherlock Holmes. Your job is to entertain our stupid audience with gossip about stars and starlets, not digging dirt on them. I swear I'll fire you next time. P.S. Why the hell is that idiot Grayson always nosing around? It's a freaking radio station. We have no use for a photographer. He should only be here when requested. These nuts got him. High cloth. Confidential document disclosure unauthorized. Report by somebody, date something, from redacted Mexico. Made contact with the locals, managed to institute a relationship with several influential figures such as Vice Minister Redacted. Saved student named Redacted from torture after he was found to be an informer. He will be a useful contact in the future. Asking superiors to replace the new supervisor you sent. Redacted. He is not qualified for the job and almost got my cover blown. Find who these people are and you will solve the mystery. I can't say more because you wouldn't believe me. You have to learn it for yourself. A friend.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
I'm incredibly high right now, and I've been watching a lot of stuff about the Cheeto, and I thought you were reading out the files.
Oh boy.
I was very confused.
Oh boy.
Lol.
That's funny. Is that Habari? Yeah, that's Habari. Oh my god, she's in my hair over there. Over. Yeah, there you can see her. At the edge of the screen.
This bitch is being a puppy right now.
A puppy. I guess Pat.
Yeah.
On the letter rack, mail from listeners are piled. Some open, some still in their envelope. DJ Fab Frank, Sack Frank more like. The guy is a failed experiment. I have to change station every time he's on. We're making a petition to convince the manager of the station to fire him. He's so lame. DJ Jazz Kitty for the win. Eddie and friends. You're surprised you recognized her voice? I don't know why. Dear Radio Alpha Omega, I have to confess I've been enjoying your shows a lot lately. First of all, the music selection's great. Jazz Kitty's show is worth every cent. No wonder he's always getting the spotlight. Miller's interviews with the stars are interesting. They give us a different view of the world of movies and theater. Fab Frank is okay, I guess. But you should really find better names for his programs. Rhyming titles are sad. It's not the 1950s anymore, despite the way he dresses. A listener. Why do they know how he dresses? He's a radio star. I'm confused. Jazz Kitty, I want you to have my babies. Come to the address on the back and let's do unspeakable things. With a kissy mark. Ooh.
Time.
I want you to have my babies, not the other way around. Oh boy. Mr. Gaines. Isn't it a shame that a person who's addicted to drugs, prostitution, and gambling like Jakizzy. Oh, it's Jakizzy. I've been calling Jazz Kitty the whole time.
I like Jazz Kitty better.
I'm going to keep calling him Jazz Kitty. But I just realized I've been saying that wrong, and his name is definitely Jakizzy. Like Jazz Kitty Kunta is getting all the praise, while a clean, talented person like you is getting ignored by everyone. I won't tolerate it any longer. Maybe you should act. A friend.
Damn it.
Oh? No one should die like that. And on air, we didn't see eye to eye, but he didn't deserve this. That's Evelyn's bracelet. Oh. I wish this to be yours after that beautiful evening we spent together. I left it in your drawer. I was too embarrassed to give it in person. I knew the bracelet was going to be important. I knew it. I was in my office when I heard a loud buzz. I jumped in to save him, but I was too late. I'm waiting for medics to check my hands. I got injured with the electrical cables. A gold-plated pen. Order number 42101. Dear Mr. Alvarez, below is the receipt for the equipment you ordered. Sold to Alpha Omega Radio. Items shipped and ordered. Raven Audio RA77 Professional Condenser Microphone. Quantity 1, unit price $249.95. CP402 Studio Control Panel. Quantity 1, unit price $1,295. NT100 Direct Drive Turntable. Quantity 1, unit price $199.50. XLR cable, 10 feet. Quantity 1, unit price $995. Total amount due $1,754.40. Sincerely, Sales Department, Wilco Broadcast Supply.
Interesting.
Radio Alpha Omega timetable. Evelyn, take care of this. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mike business call / lunch. 10 a.m. safe fitting. 6 p.m. interview with Ray Mildred and Riz Hopkins. I mean, you think that this equipment is cheap, Clough.
This is from 1979.
Yep.
That's true.
Things were way more expensive back then.
That was probably the price of a house.
Yeah.
On a mic.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. 9 a.m. meeting with agents. Oh, go ahead.
I miss when the dollar menu was actually $1.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dollar menu hasn't been $1 for what, 10 years now?
Yeah.
Something like that. Let me grab a drink.
Other excuses. It's a menu where you can play things in dollars.
Nah, now they just call it the value menu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drink. Got one of these too. Okay. We're too silly. Okay.
Oh no, I'm okay.
9 a.m. meeting with agency for renewal of advertising on station. Ask for 6 months. Non-negotiable. 12 p.m. Mike business lunch. 3 p.m. window repair. Wednesday the 7th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Alvarez away on errands. Evelyn marks Carl's. 6 p.m. Interview with Katie Keller, Martha Hart, Jeffrey Stainwitz, and Penelope Marshall. Thursday the 8th. So this is today.
Yeah.
New top 10 delivered at 12 a.m. to Frank. Judge if it works by late night ratings. 10 a.m. new commercial cycle. Previous contract expires today. 12 p.m. Mike business lunch. 2 p.m. Evelyn reorganize the file system in Mike's office. It's a mess. 6 p.m. interview with T. Dixon and T. Hobbs. It's about music. Jazz Kitty will be there from 6:50 to 7:15. Friday the 9th, 9 a.m. plumber. Evelyn check operations. 6 p.m. interview with P. Cox and H. Badman. Remember to run their campaign ads during the day. 9 p.m. routine check of equipment in recording booth. Evelyn, you moron. When I told you to put the birthday numbers as the safe combination, I meant my birthday.
Whoops.
Honestly, that seems like something the Evelyn in this game would do. She's ditzy.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
She's just like me, for real, for real.
Well, we'll have to figure out what her birthday is. Photos of bands and singers. They're mostly from the start of the decade. Dear Mr. Alvarez, thank you for choosing Jeff Security. Enjoy your new top-of-the-line safe. Stay safe with our safes. Discretionary notes from the technician. I've set it the combination with the date of birth provided. MMDDYYYY. It is an acceptable password for now, but I would advise to change it as it is a very common and easy to guess. A technician can be booked for the operation in 3 workdays. Hey, Mike, make sure Jazz Kitty stays out of the studio when the interview starts. I don't want him anywhere near me or the troupe. He should leave the station before we go live. I've got a restraining order made for the guy after the mess he made at my party months ago. He almost got me in trouble with the law, for Christ's sake, and it wasn't cheap covering it up. Nothing personal, Mike, alright? Jeffrey Stainwitz.
Fuck.
Profile, anographic data, Miguel crossed out Mike Alvarez. Born 10/30/1941 in Tijuana, Mexico. Moved to the United States with his family as a child. The interview transcription, please let me know when you have reviewed it so I can send it to the newspaper. Question, so you're telling me that you always had a keen interest in music, but you never played an instrument, right? I wonder. Mike, I can't take it anymore. I tried to have a chat with you, but you're always on business lunches with your secretary. Why do I get the short end of the stick every time? Whenever there's a pay raise, everyone gets more money but me. I always get the shitty time slots when no one listens to the radio. I work my ass off when Jazz Kitty comes to work stoned. He sniffs gays while on air, for Christ's sake. He even brings prostitutes into the booth. Meanwhile, I get berated about work relationships because I went out to dinner with Miss Cox. It's grotesque. Did you know that there's a loan shark did you know that there's a loan shark or who knows what else circling the building every day, waiting for Jazz Kitty to come out to smash his bones? It's a circus. Jazz Kitty's gotta go, one way or the other.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I've been here the whole time taking care of the guests, even though it's getting a little late now. As I understand it, there was some kind of electrical failure? Saw your note. Going there might be important. Ask someone to take my place. Thanks, Lynn. I owe you big for this. P.S. Don't tell Mike. Dear Lynn, I'm so happy to hear this new job is finally a place where there's no trouble. In one of the letters, you'll have to explain to me how a radio station operates. It sounds so fascinating. What a shame your station can't be received where we live. I hope this letter will arrive on the right day. I tried to time it right, but you never know with the post office. It's always too late or too early. Remember when we got Uncle's Christmas card in March? It was so funny. Anyway, hoping it reaches you at the right time, let me be the first to wish you a happy 23rd birthday. My little girl is growing up so much. I know you told me how busy you'll be for your birthday, up to your ears in files and folders reorganizing your boss's office. But I hope you'll find some time to enjoy yourself too. We'll miss you on your first birthday away from home. Speaking of home, you should see the farm these days, Lynn. With the money Uncle Preston has invested, it never looked this good. A big hug from me and your brother, Mom. Okay, so it's the day that she's going to be organizing the office. And whenever I can figure out what year it actually is, because I think I know, but I'm not 100%. We'll know. March 1979. Cool. Okay. March 8th, 1979, she was turning 23. So, 69, 59, 58, 57, 56? 1956. March 8th, 1956. Wrong room. 03081956. Perfect.
Nice.
That journalist of yours is sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. Deal with him fast, but do it. A hefty stack of cash, enough to make someone's life a fortune or their death if they're not careful. Sorry, Mikey, for the troubles my lifestyle is causing you. Hope this is enough to compensate your patience. Love ya, the J. We've managed to cover up the mess your employee caused, as our mutual friend requested. But please be more careful. My influence on the department is not infinite, and I do not need a scandal now that I'm about to be made chief. Hadley Badman. Mr. Alvarez, I'm not usually a person who complains about our colleagues, but something really serious happened. Yesterday, Mr. Jazz Kitty, under the influence of alcohol and drugs, tried to put his hands on me. Who knows how it would have ended if I didn't manage to escape. I didn't tell Frank because I was afraid of what he would do to him. Please, Mr. Alvarez, do something about this situation. I don't want to create any problems as I love this job, but I can't go to work scared. Evelyn Cox. Occult M1911. The magazine inside is full. Okay, I think that's everything in there. What the hell is happening? They're really late today. I hope I don't have to run into Jazz Kitty after the mess he created at my house. Gold-plated lighter, a small box of imported cigars. I should probably be naming these people. This is, Jeffrey Stainwitz. This one here is Evelyn Cox. This one's gonna be Frank. I don't have his name yet.
No.
Oh, I guess this is Jazz Kitty.
Yeah.
Very
That's-
lovely.
It's weird.
This is the person of the manager, so I don't have his name yet either. Okay. This is my first time doing a radio interview. I didn't think there would be such a long wait, but isn't it live? Gold ring. Troy Dixon's tour, a smashing success. We interviewed his manager and friend, Tobias Hobbs. The entire country will talk about my boy, the singer, at the end of his concert in New York. Martha, my love. I know you think you're doing this for me, but let me tell you, rehabilitation clinics are not the answer. This ain't cocaine. Every artist takes it. It's a mind-opening experience, not a drug. I don't need it, but it helps. Carl Carlson has been using it, and his paintings have never been better. Ad Astra allows it too, and they care for their people. Carl, me, and even that colleague of yours will join Katie. We represent them to the public. Do you really think they'd ever do anything to hurt us? For some reason you resent them, but they're like a shrink. But unlike shrinks, their therapies work. You know I've got the new LP coming out, interviews, TV appearances, all of that. I need to feel stable. Please understand me, my dear. I know it's harder because we rarely see each other anymore and I'm always on tour. But when I'm back and we finally see each other again, I'm sure you'll understand. Love you, Troy. I'm here for the interview, but it's taking forever. My husband, Henry, he isn't here. He refused to come. He doesn't like the guy who does the interviews. Dr. R. Barton, Mrs. Marshall. As you will see in the attached analysis, your husband's health is deteriorating. Frankly speaking, his alcoholism and drug use, or should we say abuse, is getting out of hand. The only solution I have at this stage is to send him to a rehabilitation center. Since your husband is a member, may I suggest asking for the help of the Ad Astra centers? I heard only good things from my patients who have been there. They don't just help actors find their inner selves and build confidence. Yeah, have a good night, Cloth.
Have a nice night, Cloth.
Get the good eeps. Pats,
Hey.
pats, pats. Meow. Meow. Meow.
Wow.
Okay. Who said you're going to sleep? Well, you gotta go. But maybe you're not going to sleep now, but you'll go to sleep eventually.
True.
So. Okay, Wednesday schedule. Midnight to 7 a.m. Feel all right during the night. 7 to 11:30, Morning Groove. 11:30 to 12:15, News from Alpha to Omega. 12:15 to 3 p.m., Get Down with the J. 3 to 6, Play This Set Till Sunset. 6 to 7:15, News from the Stars, Gossip, Interviews, and more from the world of entertainment. 7:15 to 8, Get Down with the J. 8 to 10, Get on the Floor. It's a musical encore, pre-recorded program. 10 to midnight, rerun of News from Alpha to Omega, abridged, and News from the Stars. Okay. Who writes that fanfiction? Listen, Christy, I don't know who writes that fanfiction, but I need to find it. I need to get my paws on it. I need to read it. It sounds like, a fabulous piece of literature, if I do say so myself. Oops. 1 second. Oh, okay. Christy, how are you? Alpha Omega radio station. Personnel, Jazz Kitty Kunta. Fantastic. Here's some names. Frank Gaines, Dennis Miller, Mike Alvarez. Okay. Real quick. This is Jazz Kitty. I know that that's not actually his name, but I read it that way the entire time last time, so.
Yep.
This guy here is gonna be Frank. Hold on. Gaines. Okay. Gaines. Cool. Fantastic. This guy here is the manager, so Mike Alvarez. You are... Shit. You're Martha, right? You are Mrs. Marshall. Penelope Marshall? Penelope Marshall. Martha's last name was Hart. Damn, I'm good.
Yes.
I don't know that person's name, though. Evelyn, if there are guests waiting to be interviewed, you're assigned to the lobby. Make sure guests have everything they need. Hello, Fluffy. News from Alpha to Omega is about a duo of news reporters who uncover a major conspiracy, but also start to fall in love. Enemies to rivals. Enemies slash rivals to lovers. At least that's how it goes in your head. I'm already writing the fan fiction in my brain.
Lol.
By the way, there is a test out there. Christy, you might be interested in this. I don't know if you've ever done the rice purity test, but there's one of those for AO3. When I tell you that I scored a 7. No test. To the Googles. Yeah, see, you want to go do that test. When I tell you I scored a 7. Whoopsie. Then again, I always did read a lot, so you can ask anybody that knows me. I read every single day. That's not Dennis. Oh. Cosmopuranian, the incredible story of Mike Alvarez from electrician to DJ.
Interesting.
Now manager of a radio station, I went from building radios to running them. The future is in the ground. Preston Cox plans to subsidize farmland in the country. Oh, no. He's not investing in... Oh. DJ Jazz Kitty with the winning DJ with the golden smile. His extreme life, parties, alcohol, and wild women. Fab Frank, the guy's a waste of space, says the DJ. Your work's Wi-Fi won't load the test. Now you have to take it? Oh, boy. You have fun with that.
Lol.
Who the fuck are you?
Another gummy.
You're not Dennis.
Another gummy.
Oh, Davis. His last name's Davis. Hold on. Davis. And then I remember seeing something about camera somebody. Grayson Davis. Okay. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, let's see. So I'm betting it's Alvarez.
Probably.
Sabotaged the control panel in the studio recording booth, intending to kill somebody, which begins at 6. We'll look in a minute. But before the show, they stepped out to... Oh, no. So Jazz Kitty stepped in. He wasn't even the fucking intended... Okay, so this is Frank. Frank's the one that... Frank's the one that was, replace him. when the show aired.
Yeah, first one.
The sabotage control panel short-circuited, causing the death of Jazz Kitty. Ooh. The show, Frank Gaines stepped out to Why did he step out?
Yeah.
Oh, to interview. He did the interview. Oh, he was supposed to interview
No.
Katie Keller.
It was probably to talk to Katie Keller.
Well, let's see.
Well, because it says 2-2.
News from the stars. Frank Gaines. Story doesn't make much sense right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo!
I got a 7, Christy. Christ on a cracker. Sorry. Okay, talk. I think he actually might have been trying to confess to Evelyn. Nope, I guess not. It's from the stars, which begins at 6. Before the show, he stepped out to... I was in my office when I heard a loud buzz. Jumped in to save him, but it was too late. 6 p.m. interview with Katie Keller, Martha Hart, Jeffrey Stanwich, Penelope Marshall.
I mean, there is another person who is being talked about. Because wasn't Dennis Miller also?
Oh, is that
mentioned a
who's
lot?
supposed to be doing... Hold on. Oh! Oh, you're right. It wasn't even supposed to be Frank. It was supposed to be Dennis Miller. Oh, stepped out to... And this is Katie Keller here. To...
Apologize or talk?
Yeah, okay. Oh. Documents in the safe produced some damning evidence. Mike Alvarez wanted Dennis Miller gone, but it was DJ Jazz Kitty who ended up in the booth. One question remains. Who's the instigator? The nation's voice, hear the heartbeat of a country. Director Luke Hayes. Freak accident kills DJ Jazz Kitty. An electrical malfunction electrocutes the promising DJ live on air, shocking listeners. Police chief rules out sabotage. Huge event at Disco Venus. The cream of society will be present. A full list of expected celebrities below. I guess that's our next location. Luke Hayes to buy Cosmo Pure Yen. The renowned magazine may change hands soon. Is this a monopoly? Certainly not, declares Gideon Horton of Horton & Horton Legal. Luke Hayes, owner of several newspapers and magazines, including The Nation's Voice. Augustus Whitney, we need a stronger police presence. We need Badman as chief. Preston Cox, a necessary youthful presence in a political area dominated by old men. The future is in the countryside. That's where we need to invest. Preston Cox during his conference. See if there's anything new here. Not really. Okay. On to the next one.
Yes.
25th of March, 1979, Venus Disco. I said that's where we were headed, didn't I?
Huh?
Oh boy. I see somebody. That's not great. A curly red wig is lying on the floor next to the dancer's spot. Interesting. A glass with a drop of liquid left in it. A faint chemical smell comes from it. It was poisoned. A man is slumped on the table. It makes sense why someone might have thought he was sleeping. Assignment type, reportage. Personnel, Dennis Miller, Grayson Davis. Location and time, Disco Venus, 3:25. Assignment, special night at Disco Venus organized for adaptation of successful play, Sabotaging and Seducing, into movie. Report about VIPs there, especially those involved in the play and future actors on the movie. Interviews with cast and crew are appointed. See back of paper for list and instructions. P.S. Do me a favor and keep an eye on Grayson. I don't trust that kid. There have been complaints about him in the past. Dennis, don't go there. It's a trap. They already tried once. One failure won't stop them. I know these people. They're ruthless. They tried to kill me too. I'm your friend. We share the same objective, showing the truth to everyone. I already revealed a lot to you, and I put my trust in you. This is not something I do lightly. Heed my advice and stay away from that disco. Kenneth. Sabotaging and Seducing is the name of your autobiography. Froggy Hands, hello, welcome in.
Hi.
Can I get a shout out for Froggy Hands, please, on the Twitch side?
I can't right now. I'm sorry. I'm in a playing league.
Of course you are.
I'm sorry.
I mean, thank you. Thank you. Guys, go check out Froggy Hands. Just nice chill vibes over there. Usually earlier in the day. And her model is super cute too. You do like you turn into like a mermaid. It's so pretty. I need a cat form. I need Cat and Echo. It needs to happen.
Like I said.
It needs to happen. Oh, thank you.
Work on that. I'm trying to get ideas for that commission.
I know exactly what I look like already. Do we need to like talk about this and anyhow?
Possibly.
Cause I mean, Cat and Echo has a tattoo. I mean, technically, you guys can't see it, but there is a big like magic circle tattoo on my back. Anywho, it's so exciting to see you here. Hello. Oh, I forgot to journalist and photographer. I'm like, why is this still lit up? Oh, here. I have another outfit too. So, I like this hair. And, since we're talking about all the cool things, I also have Galaxy mode, which has the chowder effect, and I love it. Yeah.
That's your name for that.
What? I never watched Chowder, but when I was trying to explain it,
How dare you? It's
I know.
so good.
I know. I've been told I need to. I've been told I need to remedy that multiple times. When I was trying to explain it to the rigger, Blaze was like, "It's the Chowder effect," and I'm like, "Okay, that I've kind of seen what that show is and what it does." But it works with it. It's like the eyes and everything. So like, I love it. I think that she did a great job. She went so above and beyond with my rig. I feel like I asked for way too much from her for what I paid. Thank you.
The tipper.
I did. My rig, she did such a fantastic job. I can't thank her enough. And she has a cap on how much she'll take for a single commission. Like, she won't charge you over a certain dollar number. Yeah, she's like, no matter how complicated it is, I'm not going to accept more than $350. And I'm like, what the heck? And she's just like, I want everybody to have good, rigs. And I'm like, you're so kind. So then when I tipped her almost as, like, I gave her a really big tip.
Good. Pay for her stupid mistakes. And fund her.
Guys, tip your artists. It's important. New York Police
Eureka
Department.
Vladimir is funny.
New York Police Department, 1952. Now that's like 20-some years before the time. 27? Yeah, 27 years before now this game is taking place. Roman Lipko, 1928, born in New York, fantastic, great. Born in New York from a family of immigrants. 1931, death of his father due to health issues related to alcoholism. 1937 to 50, reported for several incidents requiring police intervention, no arrest. 1950, arrested, avoids prison by getting enrolled in the army. 1952, dies in Korean War, closed casket military funeral. He's not dead. Find Roman Lipko and you'll have solved the mystery. Why did he disappear? Where is he now? I can only give you crumbs. You have to fill in the blanks yourself to believe it. Powerful players are involved. Okay, well, he was poisoned. Great, fantastic. Oh! Drugs on the table. That's probably the guy that poisoned. There's a knife.
Yeah. Looks oddly familiar.
The young man is lying on the floor in a puddle of blood, a knife sticking from his chest. Well, you are Grayson Davis, and you are Dennis Miller. Wait, what?
No, that's the producer.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Dennis Miller. You're right. You're so right. Out of here with this shit. Whatever. I can't even. Cosmo Pure and Yan Magazine. Assignment type photography. Assigned person Grayson Davis. Location and time Disco Venus, March 25th. Notes from the editor. We all know this is just a publicity stunt. Both for the... I know how to say this word.
Which word? Debased?
No. Is it disco? Is it discotheque?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just drunk. Gotcha. and sandwich production, but it doesn't matter to our readers. They just want to see big stars enjoying their perfect lives in the most exclusive disco in the city. Take photos of the chaos that's going on there, the debased costumes and all that. You know as well as I what our readers want. P.S. No spirits, stick to beer. We don't want another roll of photos taken with the lens cover on.
Lol.
Lol. Disco Venus is your stripper name? Christy!
The animation style for Chowder is called Unmoving Plaid.
Unmoving plaid. I love it. I love plaid. I did click on everything. Okay. Whoop. Camera with multiple lenses. The film inside is half used. Big wad of banknotes. This guy liked to carry big sums on him, certainly more than a photographer can earn. Here's your payment, you dirty leech. Be happy that my husband doesn't know I'm protecting him from people like you. Because if he discovered that, he would fucking kill you. You and your disgusting magazine have ruined his reputation enough. Don't you think you can get more money than this from me? How much do you think a secondary actress is paid? Hope he dies soon. I know who killed him.
Yeah.
Grayson Davis, do whatever you want with those photos of yours. Troy already knows about them and how I was tricked into taking them by con artists without scruples. That's how it works in this business, and everyone knows it except young kids eager to prove themselves, dreaming of seeing themselves on the big screen. You want to publish those photos? Do it. It certainly won't hurt my relationship with Troy, which is clearly what you're aiming at with your scare tactics. But be sure to watch your back if you decide to publish them. I was underage in those photos, and I'm not sure the police will appreciate that.
Oh boy.
So, both of the secondary actresses could have killed him. Good to know. I think it's more likely that it's Mrs. Marshall than the other one. Piles of gaze on the table, the drug is now everywhere. Mike and I were in this booth all night, choosing tracks and keeping the set running. I was so focused, I didn't see a thing. He's keeping her bracelet. Interesting. Top 10. Still the same top 10. As per contract with record companies, play at least 5 of these songs tonight. I put an asterisk on my suggestions. Mike. Hey, Frankie boy, your career is certainly improving since Jazz Kitty died, eh? You got his job, and you're even playing at the disco in his place. I shot these pictures of you fighting with him at the radio station. They might not convince the police, but I'm sure they're good enough for the sensationalist press. You can have them for a price. Oh my god, this fucker was...
blackmailing everyone.
Everybody. I'm so proud of you for this disco gig. Show them who's the best DJ in town. See you at the station tomorrow. Love, Evelyn. Aww. I think she's a little young for him, but... I stayed on the balcony the whole time with Frank here can testify that. Who knows what happened on the dance floor? Who knows? From up here, they all look like ants scurrying about. Mikey the lackey, always ready to lick his master's boots and do his bidding. You avoided justice once. Don't think you can do it twice. Comeuppance is coming for you and your master. A friend. If you succeed this time, there will be huge rewards waiting for you. Failure is not a option. You guys should know where that pun came from. I miss being able to do Zero's Escape on stream. We went through them way too quick. Way too quick. Zero's Escape 2026. Please, I beg. 2027, please, I beg. I know it's all copium. I'm getting a new Dongan scenario. I don't get to pitch. I didn't move from this counter. I don't know what happened. You try keeping track of anything with the loud music, moving lights, all these junkies. This job is hard enough without police interrogations, all right? Remember, our VIPs don't have to ask for their drink. They need to have it ready when they arrive at the bar. Memorize this list. Jeffrey Stainwitz, only whiskey. Troy Dixon, Harvey Wallbanger. That is a drink name. Penelope Marshall, Pina Colada. Katie Keller, Green Hornet. Mike Alvarez, Grasshopper. Martha Hart, Brandy Alexander. Henry Marshall, don't serve him alcohol. Tobias Hobbs, also a Harvey Wallbanger. And Dennis Miller, a Tom Collins. Disco Venus. For inquiries, contact the manager, Jeffrey Donnelly, at 221-00126. That is too many numbers. Police report. Peter Decker, middle name non-applicable, date of birth 1/12/1939, charges 13, arrests 5. Offense type: drug dealing, aggravated assault, resisting arrest, aggravated assault, and attempted robbery. Look what my cop friend dug up in the records, Peter. Or should I call you by your new fancy name, Zachary Pierce? I wonder what my old friend Jeff would say, having hired a criminal without knowing it. He'd send you straight back to the slammer for identity theft. But don't worry, we can bury the evidence for a favor. You'll find my instructions in the trash bin in the corridor. Make sure you destroy them. We'll protect you after that. Aww. Okay, well. This one is Zachary Pierce. This is Mike Alvarez. Thank you. This one is Frank Gaines. I don't think I have Gaines yet. I do not.
No.
There's a lot of people in this one. I don't have Jeffrey yet, but I do have Stainwitz.
Yeah, you do.
Not the correct Jeffrey. He's J. Jeffrey. This is... That's Hart. That's Marsha. Don't have her name yet. Hart. And this is Penelope Miller. No? Am I stupid? A Marshall. Penelope Marshall. I'm stupid. It's okay. Most of the people were so drugged or drunk, we sent them to the police station. We lined up the ones who were still coherent in the corridors. One of them must have stabbed him. Police issued 38. Oh boy. Nah, I didn't click on you. We'll deal with you in a minute. Oh, it's the same hallway. A metallic trash bin. It's almost full.
That's a different hallway.
Oh, it is. You're right. A small empty bottle with an unusual shape was thrown into the bin. The traces of liquid left in the bottom smell faintly of chemicals. Oh man, that's a lot of people to interview.
Yay.
Oh boy. I was always dancing. I didn't move from the disco floor. The bar? Why would I want to go to the bar? I'm in rehab. I'm clean. Small faucet of alcohol. Okay, Henry. You gotta be Henry. Yep. Ad Astra Center, reach for the stars. Dear Henry, we understand your wife has forced you to join Alcoholics Help, but it's the wrong move. If you have any problems, come to us and we'll solve them together. Like we always do. We're a big family here. Reach for the stars and become one. They're creepy. So this person is Henry. It's Marshall, not Miller. Okay. Is that the journalist who's lying dead on the table? I admit I didn't like the magazine he wrote for, but he seemed like an alright guy. Mrs. Marshall, we must express our regret over your recent misguided attempt to cure your husband's so-called alcoholism by seeking outside help. We made him the successful actor he is, and he knows where his real family is. For the love of your husband, we implore you to leave his recovery to us. Interference will only make his condition worse. The direction of Ad Astra. They really are, like, getting creepier and creepier.
Yeah.
I am Marshall. Thank you. Also Marshall. Okay, I was at the table with the drugs, but I couldn't even take a hit. My girlfriend stopped me and started arguing with me and my manager. But maybe she was right. Ah, so this is Troy Dixon. He's gonna ask her to marry him. Aww. Troy, be wary of the people who surround you and act like your friends. At Astra Center, reach for the stars. Dear Troy, what a pleasure it is for us to have you as one of our members. We've been following your unstoppable ascent as a singer, and it has made us so proud. People like you are what make Ad Astra so successful. Your story will help others find their hidden potential. You're invited to join us in 2 weeks on Monday the 2nd for a celebration of your successes. Your manager will also be there. Again, the most heartfelt congratulations from the Ad Astra family. So this is Troy. I don't have his last name yet. That's fine. Look, I was just dancing, doing my job. If I keep working near the speaker like this, I'll go deaf before I'm 30. In the back pocket, a small quantity of the drug, gaze. I'm the new dancer here, so they gave me the worst spot. I couldn't see a thing. And no important Hollywood agent could notice me either. Cheap red lipstick. As if this job isn't tiring enough. Now we're even getting the 3rd degree from the police. A small purse containing a few dollars. Oh boy. I was checking on that new dancer, the blondie who always makes a mess. I didn't notice the dead guys till people started screaming. I don't care if a drug addict OD'd or whatever happened. I have a business to run. Jeff, how the hell can it be a breach of contract if the guy is frickin' dead? Our contract says, and I quote, Radio Alpha Omega will ensure the presence of one of their DJs for the evening. Does it say Jazz Kitty anywhere? No. Feel free to check. So Fat Prank it is. Not like we can do anything different, can we? Unless you take a shovel and get Jazz Kitty out of his grave. Kind regards, etc. King Dice, welcome in. Hello. Boobs. Indeed, boobs.
Well.
Hello. You want some? I mean, they jiggle and they bounce. They're nice. I like them. Evelyn, copy this on the typewriter and send the draft like the last time. Don't send the draft like the last time, for the love of God. Another stupid mistake like that and you're out. I don't give a shit about your politician uncle. When we aired his interview, it got the lowest ratings ever. Well, she did it again. Wages, female dancers, Amanda Adams, $74 per hour.
Oh.
Wow. Megan Hawkins, $14 per hour. Sophia Smith, $10 per hour as long as on trial. Hold on. Sophia Smith. That's gotta be you, because you said you're the newest one. Okay. And then the second one had a little bit of money, so I'm guessing Megan Hawkins is this other one that had some money.
Yeah.
And that means that you're Amanda Adams. Last name Adams. Perfect. Male dancers all at $14 per hour as per contract. Barman Zachary Pierce, $1.12 per hour plus tips. DJ area Jazz Kitty, $20 per hour. Instead, Frank Gaines at $14. Wow. Poor Frank.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why Junkie Amanda is getting paid 6 times more than the other dancers for the same job? Especially when she spends half her time snorting gaze, which I happen to accidentally photograph with my camera. Maybe there's something else behind all her trips to your office. None of my business, but the press loves a good scandal. Maybe a businessman like you would like to discuss the matter. You just and we're wondering why he got stabbed.
Yeah.
I haven't even set foot in the club. Are you crazy? I hate those places and the PR stunt is stupid. Sorry to hear about Dennis. He was nosy but always gave good ratings to my shows. Cosmopurinian. Mercury in retrograde. Astrologer reveals what this ominous shift means for your favorite stars. Henry Marshall's at it again, slave to the bottle, while his career is on the line. Alcoholism is no joke. No username, welcome in. Hello.
Elbow.
Everyone is mourning the tragic death of DJ Jazz Kitty. Turn to page 29 for heartfelt testimonials from his closest friends. A new star has arrived. Rebecca Simpson came out of nowhere, right at the top of our playlists. Her story on page 9. My dearest friend, Jeffrey. Jeffrey? Oh, right. This has got to be the other Jeffrey, though. This is this Jeffrey. Despite all the setbacks and problems, I was certain I could count on you to make the play a success. Wow. You expressed worries about Katie Keller's nervous breakdowns, but worry not, we're taking care of her, and she'll be in top shape soon. She's the new big star we need, instrumental in rebuilding our destroyed reputation after all the incidents. Tonight's disco is just a small annoyance you'll have to bear for the sake of the press. My doctor ordered me to stay home. My heart condition simply doesn't allow me to go out anymore. And guess who's going back to Hollywood, to show everyone he's still the best producer in cinema. You, my friend. Yours, Dominic. I want to just real quick because Donnelly. Okay. This Jeffrey's last name is Donnelly. Perfect. I knew I had it somewhere. Let me inside. I'm here to meet a person. Oh. We found our Kenneth. Kenneth. Oh, we didn't pick up the name yet. A small wooden stamp. The letter K enclosed in a C is engraved on the bottom. I found this guy trying to slip inside without an invitation. No documents on him, but by frisking him, I found these flight tickets I held on to. Kenneth Cleveland. Interesting. Or is it the other way around? I don't know. We're about to find out. Okay. From Los Angeles to Mexico City. It's supposed to be in a few days. Caliber 38 pistol. Okay. In tears. I was trying to stop Troy. I don't know what happened to him on that tour. He has changed. Aww. Poor girl. The dance floor? Are you kidding me? I've been back in the back reviewing some documents. Discos aren't for me. I'm getting on in years. Fiscal Frontiers, 5100 Mountain Range Avenue. Esteemed Mr. Hobbs. That's Tobias Hobbs. Okay. This is Dixon. You are Tobias Hobbs. That's his manager. Did I get your name yet? Oh, I did, didn't I? That's all the names. Perfect. Esteemed Mr. Hobbs, we've noticed some peculiarities in the revenue split between you and Mr. Dixon, and we would like confirmation that everything is as intended. As highlighted in the attached document, it appears that the split from Dixon's European tour is 65% towards Tobias Hobbs, 5% for expenses to be refunded to Tobias Hobbs, and 30% to Troy Dixon. This appears to be highly unusual. Usually the percentages are 10 to 25% to the manager, the rest to the musician. At Fiscal Frontiers, we were wondering if there had been a typo or mistake while writing the contract. Ad Astra Center, reach for the stars. Dear Mr. Hobbs, we would like to express our deepest congratulations on your recent successes. You've shaped Mr. Dixon from a timid, young kid to an international star. We're glad to announce that your request for a higher position inside the center has been accepted. Expect a convocation soon. We'll be in contact by phone. Your contribution as a creator of stars is deeply appreciated. Huh. Okay. Well. Under the influence of the drug. Gaze. Fatally stabbed the photographer. Grayson Davis. It's a dancer that stabbed him, I'm sure. Shortly after the body of journalist Dennis Miller. Slumped across a table. Already dead. He consumed a drink that had been poisoned by the barman, Zachary Pierce. Acting on the orders of, as confirmed by a photo captured earlier by Grayson Davis. Alright, so we have to figure out which dancer and who gave the orders. She's the one that was wearing the red wig. Yeah. Well, wait. Yeah. Okay. Whose orders were you acting on? That's gotta be Mike Alvarez, right?
Yeah.
And this was Amanda Adams. Damn! Alrighty.
Nice.
One journalist is dead for digging too close to the truth. His photographer shared his fate when his blackmail met its match. Dennis Miller didn't escape death a second time. Mike Alvarez won't escape justice this time. Oh. Yay! Disco Inferno.
Yay.
Chat, have you ever had Calpico before? Yummy, 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 yummy.
Yeah.
The nation's voice, hear the heartbeat of a country. Rare interview with Clarice Lehman, who has been in seclusion since the death of her son. Her retirement from the stage after her marriage, her life in a wheelchair, her husband's philanthropy. Hello, Ruka Erica! Can we get a shout out for her too, please? The best, and have a great day. You too! Yeah. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you. Guys, go check her out. Go check her out. Go check her out. Oh, and apparently that's your first message in this stream. Oh boy. An old photo of Clarice Lehman Fraser. Although the woman appeared lucid and remained as beautiful as she was in her acting days, she refused to have her photo taken. Jail time for people caught possessing gays, the creative drug? It's a preposterous proposal, intervenes lawyer Gideon Horton. We need to do everything we can to stop this stupid law. People have the power to change this. In this interview, the renowned Gideon Horton of Horton & Horton Legal explains what you can do to change this. 2nd of April, 1979, Ad Astra Center. Oh my god!
Holy shit.
That's a lot of blood. I'm just gonna click around to some of these rooms. Oh. Oh my god, that's a lot of dead people. What the fuck? The room is locked. I need a key to get in. The fact that the blood is dripping.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and the music's so fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Chat, by the way, if you're excited to see Scared Neko next Thursday, the new Paranorma Site game comes out and we will be playing it. Some Ad Astra brochures are scattered on the floor. Ad Astra Center, open your eyes and discover your true self. I did say these guys were fucking creepy. Welcome to the Ad Astra family. Please make yourself comfortable, visit the guest areas, and feel free to ask questions to our staff. Achieving greatness. If you're visiting our center, it means you have decided to unlock your inner potential. You've come to the right place. Our famous testimonials can testify that our centers are instrumental in helping people overcome their inner traumas and find themselves. As Dominic Fraser's many books outline, there's a cell of greatness hidden in us all, yet few of us know how to tap into it. That's where we come in. Two singers you've heard thousands of times on the radio, Troy Dixon and Rebecca Simpson, are part of our family. Wing It, who is creepy? That's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Hi, Wing It.
That's a lot of, but my question wasn't answered.
Who's creepy and who's fucking them? Should I give the based answer or should I?
Yes, always the base dancer.
I'm creepy.
Depending on your answer.
I'm creepy and the answer is Cryo, please.
Well, as they say, good answer, good answer.
Have a fun stream. Thank you. Thanks for dropping. Oh, thanks to the pats. Thank you. I needed that.
Alright, back to your regularly scheduled puzzle. Mystery.
Puzzle. You're welcome to stay. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in. It is a little late for Wing It, isn't it? Our therapy through cutting-edge research methods and
Alright, fine. I'll hang out for a couple minutes.
Yippee.
Yippee! How's the game go? I'm again gonna...
Someone's dead. This is the typical
That's
Neko
a
stream.
lot
Are we that
of
surprised?
dead people.
Wing it, I would count once more. There's multiple bodies.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at least.
Again, don't we see multiple bodies on the Neko stream all the time? Is this not normal?
fair
Have you all
enough.
not,
Fair
have you all not been desensitized to this already? Desensitized?
Yeah, fair enough.
Now I can bat around the bodies. Face to me. Anywho.
Oh, look, a body. In other words, it's a day that ends with Y.
Guess what? Body also ends with Y.
Ooh!
Oh.
Yay!
I don't have a good point. I have the whisper, but true!
True. Through cutting-edge research methods and with the help of top doctors and psychologists from around the world, Ad Astra has developed what we call the ultimate method. What does it consist of? 4 simple points. 1. Removal of past and future strain through psychological interviews designed to overcome trauma. 2. Reliving and learning to exercise past traumas, eliminating depression, fear, uncertainty, and other ailments that are the main cause of failure to achieve personal greatness. 3. Gaining self-confidence in order to triumph within the world of entertainment, music, or business. Finding the keys to success by opening up an increasingly complex universe. 4. Self-help cures through the works of Dominic Frazier, offered free to our members. His journey from war hero to philanthropist. His methods of unlocking potential. Yeah. You'll also have access to vitamins, serums, and tonics, and other cutting-edge drugs that pharmaceutical companies have not yet made available. All inspected and tested by the most accredited physicians in the world. So what you're telling me is that the kid that died at the very beginning died because he was running drugs for his dad. That's what I'm hearing. Oh boy. Gun is on the floor still smoking. Man in his 30s, motionless on the floor, 2 gun wounds in his body, 1 deadly. Semi-automatic pistol and a bullet case lie next to his body. And he has a pack of cigarettes on him.
Quick, steal them and smoke them.
Weekly turns. Morning shift, reception area. Adrian Collins, Bella Fox. Afternoon shift, reception area. Eli Vargas and Adriana Robbins. A young man lies dead on the reception desk, his head pierced by a bullet. His hand still lies on the silent alarm button. The telephone receiver is still off the hook, with police on the other end. On the police record, it was registered at 11:19. Morning appointments, 9:30, daily phone report by the doctor. 10 a.m., technician control, let him in the employee-only area. 11, Rebecca Simpson, visit with the doctor. 11:30, Tobias Hobbs, appointment with management. 12, preparation in the guest area for the party. 12:30, celebration party for Troy Dixon and Tobias Hobbs. Oh my god.
A party? I'll be there right away.
Oh yeah.
The reception desk covered in blood. Silent alarm is at the back isn't pressed.
Oh.
But his hand lies. Oh, he was trying to press it and got shot. Young woman lies in a pool of blood. A bullet stuck in her chest. She's dead. Blood splashes against the wall. A puddle of blood on the floor leading to the psychology center door. A bloody handprint on it. Ipa.
Big Ipa.
The man, dressed in a lab coat, lies unconscious on the floor. He's not dead. A large amount of blood is flowing from a wound on his head. He is still breathing. Mr. Fraser, I am writing to request additional personnel to assist me at the center. I believe I'm on the verge of significant discoveries. With our earnings increasing, an additional assistant would be of great value and would not pose a financial burden. I understand that the center's chemists are now working for you following the construction of the new greenhouse and the start of strophantin extraction? However, at the same time, there's no way to proceed with laboratory studies without specialized personnel. For this reason, a letter left half written on a sheet of notebook paper. We'll start in here. I was in the corridor waiting for a doctor. A man was screaming out of his mind. Then I heard a shot and a woman screamed. Then another shot. After that, silence. Then I heard the sound of feet running. 2 other shots or 3. I was so scared, so I hid in here. The walls are insulated, so I heard nothing else. Hold on. Man was screaming out of his mind. I heard a shot. A woman screamed. Then another shot. Then silence. Okay, that actually adds up to the correct number of bullets in the lobby.
Yeah.
If it's 2. If it was 3, maybe not. Maybe. Okay. Anything in here? No, just another room. Empty .38 revolver. Grip is slightly cracked and smeared with blood. It was used to strike someone. Oh no! Oh.
He's got K's.
Man lies on the floor, a copious amount of blood forming a pool underneath him. He appears to have a bullet wound in the stomach and one in the right leg. He's dead. This is Troy. Poor, naive Troy. Have you not yet guessed who's stealing all your money and trying to keep you away from Martha? Maybe you're not surrounded by friends. Maybe I'm the only one you can truly count on. Oh. And now he's dead. Troy, why? It's all my fault. The policeman wouldn't have come if it weren't for my call. Oh, Martha. Poor Martha. Dear Martha, I've examined Troy's contract thoroughly, and I can assure you it won't be easy to change managers without resorting to costly legal proceedings. I'm not just saying this as a county solicitor who works on office cases. I've consulted with colleagues in the city who know a lot about this stuff. They all tell me that Tobias Hobbs is well connected and unassailable. What you said about Troy's change is frightening, and I also think it can be attributed to drugs. But it's impossible to prove the responsibility of his manager or that New Age center you mentioned. You know how much I care about Troy and you. To me, you both remain the naive kids who used to play together in my garden with my son. I'll keep investigating, I promise. Best regards, Tony. The man lies against the wall, dead with a bullet in his stomach. Many shards of glass are scattered over his head and body. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see. This is Troy Dixon.
Yeah.
This is Martha. I don't think we have her last name yet. We do not. This is Tobias. What was his last name?
This is Patrick.
Ha ha ha.
I know. I'm very funny. I'm very hilarious.
Hobbs. Okay. Ooh, we got the key. They seem to have been recording all the conversations that happen in these rooms. Recording starts. You fucking leech. I don't care about the stealing, but this is too much. Calm down, boy. You're confused. You're bleeding, for Christ's sake. Let's discuss this like friends. You're no friend of mine. I learned about your dirty tricks to keep me separated from Martha. Where do you think you're going? Gunshot, glass exploding. Are you crazy? You could have killed me. Tell me the truth. What's all of this? What did you do to me? You're paranoid, Troy. All this pressure, this tension, it's affecting your perception. You said it would help. You said it was for the stress, to help me cope during the tours. Troy, trust me. Give me that gun. I'll help you. I can make all of this disappear. I know powerful people. Help me? You separated me from Martha. You stole my money. How can I trust you? I'm your friend. Your only friend. Not like that failed actress of yours who... Oh. Recording continues. Police department. Sounds of something metallic kicked, then footsteps. Sir, can you hear me? Radio static. Central, 1141. We have 2 men here. One appears to be unconscious. I'm going to check the other. He's badly wounded. Gunshot to the chest. Not responding. You there. Don't move. Don't get near that gun. Drop it now. He's down. I had to shoot him. He was armed. Oh shit, the weapon was empty. Shit. Troy. Oh God, no. Why did I tell you? Oh. The room is full of recording equipment, cameras, video recorders, tapes. Self-help books by Dominic Fraser. They'd barricaded the room with a table, but I forced my way in. Both were on the floor. The singer looked like he'd fainted. I was checking the old man's pulse when the singer started to rise. I thought he was reaching for his gun. I shot him. Christ, how was I supposed to know it was empty? That's when the woman burst. Oh no. David McCart. Oh, poor David. Boy. All right. Well. The CCTV room is well equipped. Monitors surveil the whole structure. A tape recorder with conversations from the psychologic room. Whew, we can finally say we cured you from your alcoholism, can't we? Agitated. I wasn't an alcoholic. I've never been one. Of course, it came out wrong and I apologize. Don't you start like that stupid journalist. That guy got what he deserved, the stupid hack. Silence. Anyway, you don't need alcohol anymore, do you? No, but hell, sniffs. Am I not swapping one vice for another? Sniffs. Of course not. This is not a drug. It's a creative aid. It helps you stay clean and concentrated. Yes, creative. Sniffs. Concentrated. That's right. Now I know you don't like it, but we need to discuss your situation. Situation? With your wife. You know she was sabotaging your treatment. Grumbles, sending me to alcoholics help. Right, like a common bum. You don't need her, do you? Can't have a drink in peace. You have your family here. Me, your doctor. We're always here for you. I didn't want to be here. I only came because Mr. Fraser asked. Locking yourself at home won't help you, my dear. How can you become an actress if you won't leave home? Maybe I shouldn't be an actress. All this started when I became an actress. First, Patrick died. Mr. Raven, I assume. Tell me about him. I feel responsible for his death in a way. You're not. I am. I used him. He was so blindly in love with me, and I used that to get a role in the play. It was an accident, his death, wasn't it? An allergic reaction, I think? No, I mean, I don't know. Don't cry. Here, take some of this. What is it? I don't want drugs. I've seen what they've done to my colleagues and friends. It's not a drug, it's a pill. A calming pill. You're shook. The play, those homicides, everything. Here. Shrill voice. I don't want it. Chair falling to the floor, door slamming. We need to do something about her. She's not fit for our organization. I wonder why Mr. Of course she's a good girl, Doctor. What are you implying? I'm implying nothing. I'm your friend here. I just want what's best for you, and I've known her for most of my life. You don't understand. You've seen these photos of Miss Hart, right? Yes, I knew about them. She showed me those photos. Do you think they're the right person for you? Someone who would take photos like that to achieve success? Isn't it comparable to betrayal in a way? You don't understand, Doc. I've known her since we were kids. We only had each other. Voice getting louder. They tricked her. She's your school sweetheart, I know. You seem incredibly tense. I think it's the stress of the last months. Why don't you try a pill? I swore to her I would quit this stuff. The drug, It's not a drug, it's a pill. A calming pill. You're shook. The tour, those homicides, everything. Here. Sounds of liquid being swallowed. Thanks. And it's not a drug, it's a creative aid, isn't it? Yeah, sounds already calmer. It helps me stay concentrated, stay creative. You don't need her for that, do you? But why shouldn't I call her? Why? You have your family here. Us, your manager. We were always for you, here. They're isolating these poor people. Taking them away from who actually cares about them. List and status of this center's most important members. Promising members: Rhys Hopkins, Jeffrey Donnelly, Troy Dixon. Special status member: Gideon Horton, Augustus Whitney, Preston Cox, Hadley Badman. VIPs: Tobias Hobbs, Rebecca Simpson, previously Mike Alvarez. Potentially dangerous: Jeffrey Stainwitz, Henry Marshall, Katie Keller. Important: psychological evaluation of our most important members is only to be executed by Dr. Byrne. Vials containing a white liquid. Weekly turns: morning shift, security card, Josiah Lloyd. Afternoon shift, Luke Reed. A binder with a handwritten study, Gay's Drug and Its Effects, by Jacob Byrne, in collaboration with Aaron Lewis. Study on the drug known as Gay's, report by Dr. Byrne. Day 118 of study. After thorough examinations at the lab, the drug appears to be a tropane alkaloid with strong psychoactive effects. It has a strong influence over mood, perception, cognitive, and behavioral abilities. In layman's terms, test subjects who have taken the recommended dose of drug or lower displayed more creativity. They were more easily influenced by outside sources. This is where the psychology centers can make wonders, changing a patient's perspective when needed with minimum input. Easy acceptance of ideas and concepts once before considered alien before easily manipulated. Depending on the subject, sometimes a diminished sense of regret or guilt under the influence. Recommendation: we recommend better training of personnel at the psychology centers, enforcing consistent procedures to maximize the effect of the drug on the body and mind of our patients, in line with the organization's needs. Dangers: if the maximum doses are exceeded, this drug can act as a cholinergic. cholinergic, most specifically as a nicotinic antagonist causing paralysis. If mixed with other substances in strong cases, it can lead to death. See the case of Jack Potter. Other symptoms include drowsiness, delusions of persecution, hallucinations, psychosis, mood very dependent on constant and sustained drugs / other substances used, including alcohol, and violent outbursts. Attempts at chemical synthesis have unfortunately resulted in failures. It appears that, for the time being, the only reliable method of obtaining this drug is importation of the plants or the already processed product through the usual channels from Mexico. On a positive note, we've made huge progress in the creation of more acceptable forms of gaze. Pills, tablets, and some attempts have been made into turning it into a liquid form. This will satisfy the request of many of our patients, especially models and actors, who fear that inhalation could damage delicate tissue and leave their careers destroyed. The new pills are simple to use. They resemble regular medicine, which will make them easier to ship to customers. Police inspections will find only what could easily be mistaken for sleeping pills. That's what the white... Oh, gosh. Okay. A huge stash of the creative drug. Inside the box are also pills, tablets, and even files. A note is inside. Thanks for subbing for me, man. Tonight's gonna be wild, and there was no way I could face the morning shift. These 2 packs are well earned. Kobe! Hello, welcome in.
Hi.
Killing the doubts within, mind and body, total control of mind under stress, empty your mind, a step-by-step guide to emotional detox. The entire bibliography of Dominic Fraser is here. Oh boy. Well, right, this is definitely the afternoon shift. I did see a afternoon shift and morning shift swap. So this is Josiah Lloyd. It's not. Okay, then it's Luke Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's not going to be right. So this is morning shift people out here. Good to know. Reception area, Adrian Collins and Bella Fox. So this is going to be Adrian Collins. And this will be Bella Fox. I'm guessing that this is Rebecca Simpson. And this is going to be one of the 2 doctors. Probably more likely to be Jacob Byrne. But knowing this game is going to be the other guy, so I'm going to go with the other guy, Aaron Lewis. Not Adrian. That's not what I wanted to click on, thank you. Oh, okay, so it is Byrne. What was his first name? Jacob Byrne. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. So first, Troy Dixon discovered that his manager, Tobias Hobbs, had been stealing his money. Earnings. The music for this section is so damn eerie. It really is. Had been stealing his earnings for years and quietly sabotaging his marriage to actress Martha Hart. Fueled by rage and by the drug called gaze, he shot 2 people at reception and a security guard in the morning shift before finding and killing Tobias Hobbs, who was hiding in psychologic room number 3. Troy Dixon was eventually shot by a policeman after his gun revolver was already empty. Oh, I have more details. Okay.
Oh, God.
I have to put these in order, too.
So that's last.
Okay, this is Tobias Hobbs. Hold on. Troy Dixon. I know this one for certain. Because first he shot a warning shot, which is... But this has got to be, like, down towards the bottom, right? This is the last event. Policeman shoots Troy Dixon. Okay.
Number 6 is definitely first.
Ah, yes. I wish that I could just click and drag these, but it's fine. Troy Dixon arrives enraged, searching for his manager. In the
Actually, I think
reception. This was Martha Hart. Okay. The security guard's name was Luke Reed. Luke Reed wounds Troy Dixon. Okay, this is gonna be the receptionist, Adrian Collins. And this will be Bella Fox.
Yeah.
And then this is gonna be Byrne, Dr. Jacob Byrne. Is struck by and is unconscious. Order the events chronologically.
Right. Troy Dixon's definitely first arriving. Probably Bella Fox then?
Yeah.
And then the phone call. Maybe the warning shot happens after the phone call? Or before the phone call?
This is definitely here. Ah, there it is. Okay. It actually startled me when I had it in the right order.
Well,
Oh boy. Okay. The manager skimmed profits, manipulated his life. When he figured it out, Troy snapped and went on a killing spree. 4 people dead, and the creative drug at the core of it again.
hmm.
4 people? I thought it was 5 people dead.
No, because the one was unconscious.
No, there were 3 in the hallway.
Yeah,
And then there were 2 in the back room.
I guess, yeah.
And then the unconscious guy. I mean, I guess. Drugs. 12th of April, 1979, police station. Ah, Kenneth. Kenneth Cleveland. It's Kenneth for you, detective. Mr. Cleveland, I know you've been involved in everything that's happening. It's Kenneth for you, detective. I've been wanting to talk to you for some time, but I was waiting for the right moment. I know you've been very busy. All these deaths, deplorable. One can only wonder what kind of empire stands behind it all. Alright, hold on. Stamp. Okay, let's just grab the... New York Police Department. We read this earlier. Roman Lipko. Case report, disco double homicide. Location, Studio 96, Los Angeles. 19th of May. Wait, what? That's not the right date. Acute poisoning couple. Mike Alvarez. Manager arrested, both refusing to cooperate. Amanda Adams fatally stabbed Grayson Davis while under the influence of the narcotic substance known as gaze. Weapon was recovered, lodged in the victim's chest. Dennis Miller was later found deceased from poisoning, determined but to be the result of a contaminated drink. Served by Zachary Pearson in the direction of Mike Alvarez. The motivations behind Miller's murder remain unknown. Okay. There's a letter with your stamp connected to a lot of these deaths. Oh, my little letters. What can I tell you? I'm a bit of a graphomaniac, so I keep correspondence with a lot of different people. That's not a crime, is it? It might be, if your little letters result in the death or the murder of those you pointed them to. That would never hold up in court, and you know that full well. But I'm here as a friend to help you solve this mystery. Have you figured out yet who's behind all of this? Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a small crook named Roman. You mean Roman Lipko. Who is he? What does he have to do with all this? Mr. Lipko was born in New York to an honest, poor family of immigrants, but he wasn't cut from the same cloth as his parents. At 22, he had an argument with a boy from another gang over a failed smuggling deal. And can you guess what happened? Murder? Indeed. Stuck a knife deep inside him. The kid didn't seem to appreciate his new condition and died on the spot. Roman was supposed to be sent to prison, but he cut a deal with the police. Do you know the rest of the story, detective? He enrolled in the army to fight in the Korean War. But it says he died in, I believe it was 52. Yes, 1952. Exactly. That's why you're a top detective, isn't it? As you may have noticed, the funeral was held with a closed casket. Grenade wounds, what a terrible thing, leave you unrecognizable. So is he really dead, or did he become someone else? A war hero, perhaps. Oh. I didn't expect that. Like, I knew the guy was fucking sketchy, but... Hold on. From the Jaws of Defeat, a movie based on the autobiography of a war hero, wins 6 Oscars. Both the producer Jeffrey Stanwitz and the author were present at the ceremony. Dominic Frazier, the veteran who conquered America's heart with his tales of bravery. Roman Lipko stole Dominic Frazier's identity. No, detective, you said that. I would never accuse such an esteemed citizen of being a fraud, a criminal, and a spy. I would never say that he made himself a new life using a war hero's name, and used his war veteran status as a springboard to achieve fame, success, money, and overtime power. And no one's ever noticed that he isn't the hero he claimed to be? Frazier, had an immaculate reputation. His bestseller book about his efforts in the war became a successful movie. It gets easier to destroy your past when you're rich and famous, especially if you're the master of the hot new drug in town. And that new drug must be gays. Bingo! Have you noticed how this drug is now everywhere? Let me go back to the late 60s when Dominic was my partner, working as a spy for the government. Whoa. Our goal was to stop marijuana from Mexico. At least that's what we said we were doing. In reality, Dominic had found a more profitable trade. And that trade must have been importing gays. Right again. He was stopping one drug while smuggling another. I caught wind of his new operation and asked to get in. By then, I'd already uncovered his past, despite his efforts to erase it from every record. When you work as a spy long enough, you learn to distrust polished stories. Did you manage to get in on the operation? Dominic didn't take kindly to my involvement. He sent someone to deal with me and had me left in the desert to die, convinced the problem had solved itself. It hadn't. You may have noticed my scar and the eye. That's their parting gift. Since then, I've made it my purpose to correct what was done to me. And today may simply be the conclusion of an arrangement he began himself. What happens today? Now, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but maybe you should rush to the Frazier's fancy mansion. I hear someone there received a rather disconcerting letter just this morning. We'll be taking you to custody now, Kenneth. You're going to sit tight while we check on the mansion. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Kenneth Cleveland, long link to the case through his stamp on the letters, revealed that Dominic Frazier is in fact Roman Lipko, a former spy who built his empire through the smuggling of gays. After Kenneth attempted to force his way onto the operation, Dominic Frazier responded by ordering his death, his murder, in the desert. Kenneth survived and vowed to systematically destroy the empire Dominic built. He warned of an imminent incident at the Frazier mansion, urging immediate police intervention. Oh
boy.
with how bloody the last one was, I'm a bit scared of this one. of April, 1979, Fraser Mansion. Oh, that's the... Oh, dear.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of like... Oh, boy.
That's a lot.
I wonder how many of them are dead.
Right.
Let's start out here since it doesn't seem to go to anywhere else. Dead. A lightweight metal watering can is sitting near the plants. A mass of white and pink flowers lines the rows of greenhouse. Along the side, other crops grow in scattered clusters. A woman lies on the ground, her face a mask of pallor. She's not breathing, she's dead. Mrs. Lehman, now that you're free from those so-called sleeping pills, you're finally ready for the truth. To understand how you were deceived, manipulated, and blinded by a man who was never who he claimed to be. Oh, we lost to Bobby. I know you've suspected this for a long time, but your mind was deliberately clouded by the drugs your husband gave you. I, too, was betrayed by him, tricked, and left for dead, and I've never forgiven him. Read the documents. Now is the time to act. Kenneth Cleveland. Another one of those letters stamped with a K. Oh boy. Two eyes stare at the observer, emitting rays of light. In the middle, a nighttime photo of an ancient pyramid. Illuminati? Excuse me? Wheelchair on the ground. Did it fall or was it pushed? An elegant box for keeping medicines. A bottle of sleeping pills, unopened. Mrs. Lehman, I'm forced to increase your sleeping pill dosage in light of your recent mood swings, as reported to me by Mr. Fraser. Take 2 pills a day, one in the morning and one in the evening, to help calm your nerves. Also, make sure Shirley Flores gives you a weekly injection. I hid this check in the medicine box, so you'll only find it if everything is over. I know you wouldn't have accepted it otherwise. It's my way of saying thank you for your commitment and friendship over the years. Thank you for everything, and goodbye, Clarice. To Shirley Flores, $20,000 for a parting gift. Why did she do it? Why? Now that she was finally starting to live again. To American Nurse Association, to Shirley Flores. So that's who you are. You're Clarice Lehman, though. And you are Shirley Flores. Great. Shirley, I'm happy to hear that Mrs. Clarice Lehman has been much more active and responsive in the last weeks, but what Mr. Fraser told me, and you should have, not him, is disconcerting. Is it true that she tried to stand from her wheelchair and walk, and you supported her in this inane intention? This is unacceptable. You're not a doctor. You just don't understand Mrs. Lehman's condition, and your closeness to her must have clouded your judgment. Mrs. Lehman is a weak, mentally frail woman. She needs her sedatives and her sleeping pills. Must I remind you that you respond to Mr. Fraser first, and to me, the treating doctor, second? You think you're seeing improvement, but instead you're looking at a mad woman who was inept even before her son's death, which devastated her already lacking cognitive abilities. Dear Shirley, isn't it funny how when you're a young and attractive actress, you're always surrounded by friends, but when you get old and bound to a wheelchair, no one is around? That's the reason I value your friendship so much. You never looked at me as a patient, but as a friend for all these years, and only your presence made me survive the loss of Bradley. It feels so painful now when Dominic sends you away for days that never seem to end, just to deprive me of your company. I think he's starting to suspect. That's why I have to do everything in secret. But I've got to risk it today because I have to tell you great news. Today, I walked. Yes, all alone. I did half the corridor on my own. That Kenneth who has been writing, I don't know his motives, but he was right. I thought I was an invalid for such a long time. I thought I was feeble-minded, as I heard Dominic describe me to the doctor when he didn't think I could hear him. But no, as Kenneth said, it was the medicines. All those pills, the injections. Since we agreed to stop with those, I feel like a new person. As if I've just awakened from a deep slumber. As if I'm finally alive again. We need to be careful, Shirley. I'm acting dumb all the time when Dominic is around. I feel like an actress again. But I think he notices that something is different. Clarice. Closets full of clothes. At the bottom there's a box with various documents. Mr. Fraser, our problematic person has been dealt with. Something is bound to happen on those risky roads to the border. An accident that will silence our problem forever. He tried to convince the guards that you blackmailed him to create the accident, but they were my men and they paid no attention. They are well remunerated not to ask questions, and they're loyal. I'll be collaborating with Hayes on creating a story for the news. Inspector Hadley Badman. This is how they got Pedro to do their bidding, then got rid of him. Bradley paid the price for his disobedience. Clarice, you and I have something in common. We have both been betrayed by your husband. Just as he tried to murder me so that I wouldn't report his dirty business to my superiors, he had your son killed, destroying the most important part of your life. For him, Bradley was never his son, but just an instrument. He married you as a conduit to penetrate Hollywood from the inside. Then Bradley took your place as a link to the rising stars in show business. He used a drug he discovered in Mexico while working as a spy to subjugate and manipulate people, to blackmail, obtain money, loyalty, and favors. Pedro Diaz, the man who killed your son, was also a tool in Dominic's hands. Pedro was a young student he had saved from torture during the conflicts in Mexico in the 1960s, who was then mercilessly exploited. It was Pedro himself who, under Dominic's orders, tried to kill me in 1969, with the promise of a new life in the U.S. Your son Bradley was beginning to slip out of Dominic's control. He wasn't as strong as Dominic wanted him to be, but too much like you, his mother. Too human. He had started dealing gays himself, hoping to make friends among the famous people Dominic had introduced him to. But there are no friends among elite. Only competitors. Rivals. When Dominic learned of Bradley's desperate attempt at rebellion, which was really just a cry for recognition from a father who had never considered him worthy, he saw it as a betrayal. That's who Dominic is, a person who has always exploited everyone. You, me, Bradley, Pedro, everyone to build his empire. His pyramid of power with him at the top. Cinema to build a myth about his false heroism in war. The press to celebrate his acts of generosity. His political donations disguised as philanthropy. His Ad Astra centers for manipulating the minds of VIPs. I tried to destroy his empire from within using his own tricks, but I only managed to get rid of a few small pawns. Even my attempt to make contacts in the press failed. The only one who can get close to him is you, Clarice. Let's avenge Bradley. Kenneth Cleveland. Oh boy. Books on plants and herbs. There's a bookmark that points to a specific page. Bella Ward, herbs and their properties. Strophanthus gradius is a plant belonging to the Apocrinae family. Native to tropical Africa, its fragrant flowers have a striking appearance. A white corolla topped by purple with a pink corona lobus. In the United States, this plant is hard to obtain for horticulturalists. It has an extremely hazardous substance status, so it cannot be easily obtained and cultivated. Pharmaceutical companies that use it are subject to strict observation by authorities. This is because of the following cardiac glycosides that cause toxicity: orabin or G-stropanthin, chimerin, and stroposide. The plant's medicinal properties have been known for centuries. In traditional medicine, it was used to treat heart failure due to the presence of cardiac glycosides such as stropantha G. Wow, this is like medical terminology and it's hard to stumble over. At the same time, and justifying its status as a toxic substance, the plant was historically used in the creation of poisoned arrows in both warfare and hunting. The seeds are extremely toxic and were processed into a poisonous paste for the purpose of poisoning, which was then applied to arrowheads. These methods of poisoning could cause a quick death, with the heart stopping within minutes. Toxic compounds such as stropanthan and oedibin extracted from the seeds are also soluble in organic solvents, alcohols, and to a limited extent in water. Historically, they're used as cardiotonic agents via injection. There have been reported cases of poisoning when subjects drank the compounds in liquid solution. Well, we just found out what those flowers in the greenhouse are.
Yeah.
An old wedding photograph. On the back it says 1956. A memorabilia box. A great variety of little elements with sentimental value to the owner. Oh, it's this one. Oh boy. An Egyptian scene made disturbing by the large eye watching from behind the pyramid. Its title, The Pyramid of Power. Let me take a drink before we get into this. Holy. That's a lot of people on the ground. And I already think I see what happened. An elderly man, conservatively dressed, lies on his back. His motionless body is still twisted in its final seizure of pain. The man died on the ground, bent over on his stomach. He is dressed casually, wearing bell-bottoms and a plaid shirt. The man lies dead on the ground, face down, his face a mask of pain. He is wearing a black uniform with a tie. Man's face shows his last moments were marked by intense pain. His hand is holding his stomach with one hand. He's wearing an expensive pinstripe jacket. The man appears to have struggled on the ground, torn apart by spasms before dying. He's wearing a modern shirt and a colorful jacket. The man, bent over on the ground, is dead. He's wearing a doctor's coat. The man is holding his head, alive but breathing heavily, unresponsive. Dear Dominic, or should I say Roman, you thought you were rid of me, but I came back from the grave to take my revenge. Like the past you worked so hard to bury, I've come back to haunt you. My only regret is not being able to see your face when you realize you've lost everything, coming from the place you least expected. We never get rid of our past. Enjoy your last moments. Your dear friend, Kenneth. Dear Mr. Fraser, the results of the test attached show that the condition of your heart has not improved. The risk of a heart attack is currently high. The stress you've been under in recent months, combined with your physical state, has worsened your situation. We recommend that you continue your diet and, above all, avoid alcohol. In addition, as far as possible for a man in your position, try to avoid situations that may upset you. Once again, I advise against the use of stropanthan, which, although faster acting, can be dangerous and is therefore rarely used today. With regard to your wife, I have sent a letter of reprimand to Nurse Shirley Flores for indulging her obsessions. For now, however, I will allow Mrs. Lehman the greater freedom she seems to be enjoying, provided she continues to take her medication. Who could she hurt, anyway? Good for you, Clarice. Good for you. Hadley Badman sheep. Okay, well, this is gonna be him then. Hadley Badman. Talking points. Due to recent events concerning the Ad Astra centers, it has become increasingly difficult to hide the passage of substance from Mexico. Drugs cannot pass through. They get stopped at the border, and no courier has been spared from arrest there. Your suspension due to investigation by internal affairs has made it harder to control what is going on inside the force. Most of our contacts inside are afraid of sinking with the ship and are keeping a low profile. Your main objective, after our contact in the Justice Department has given us his confirmation that the investigation can be buried, is to reduce law enforcement presence on the border. For this, you'll have to have Whitney's support through new budget redistribution policies. Move the current patrols from and to Mexico to internal problems. Work with the Drug Enforcement Agency to reclassify gays and focus attention towards other traffics. Augustus Whitney's sheep, so that's going to be you in the plaid shirt. No, that's Cox. I'm sure that that's Preston Cox. Because we saw him before. I remember what he looked like. Okay, I'm not stupid. Which means maybe we can assume that this guy is Augustus Whitney? Pinstripe suit guy? No. Okay. Jacob Burns' sheet. Oh boy. It's essential to expedite the production of gays. We must find a way to synthesize it in a lab now that routes from Mexico are blocked. The ultimate objective is for gays to become a regularly sold medicine, like Clarice Lehman's sleeping pills, our first successful test. On one hand, the potential of gays as a pharmacological drug is enormous, and agreements have already been made with pharmaceutical companies for its production and sale. On other, subjects who consumed unregulated gays have shown devastating effects on their psyches, as our Ad Astra Center studies indicate. More immediate concerns spread the drug among the general population in order to cause episodes of psychosis in poor neighborhoods. This will lead to increased demand for law enforcement within cities, which will distract the public from the border issue. Badman will take care of the logistics. Hayes will be key in convincing the public of the new emergency. Long-term objectives: expedite commercial production of gays, work in tandem with pharmaceutical companies, ad campaign to sell the new drug to the public. Oh boy. Dominic Fraser's sheet. Well, that's obvious you. Oh boy. As it's become obvious over the past month, someone is sabotaging our organization in an attempt to destroy it. The chain of incidents and homicides influenced by some external pressure are a clear indication that the old colleagues from the Secret Service have been contacted, and a covert investigation is ongoing. To rebuild our reputation, we have to work together, each of us tackling his own field. The philanthropic efforts of the Bradley Fraser Foundation will have to appear even more spectacular, so support from Mr. Hayes to convince the public is essential. Objective: rebuild reputation, find the culprit behind the attacks on our organization, strengthen philanthropic efforts of the Bradley Fraser Foundation, and publicize them through Hayes' publications. I didn't actually read this one. Augustus Whitney's sheet. The main objective is to cooperate with Badman in redirecting police funds from drug controls on the border to internal controls. The voting public has to be convinced of the existence of an internal emergency, of a major domestic crime crisis in the country. To do this, one can make use of the crime statistics provided by the department, asked Badman. To achieve this, it's suggested to work with Hayes. In short, collaboration is needed to succeed at these points. With Badman to suggest laws that will divert attention from the traffics coming from the border. With Hayes to convince the public through the media that a criminal crisis is happening inside our country, and we need to focus the police attention on internal issues. He would disseminate this information through newspapers, television, and radio. This is the doctor. Gideon. Oh, that's Gideon Horton. Hold up. Gideon. We've seen his face before too. I didn't click on those words. Proposal to expand laws on the private cultivation of plants. Start with the medicinal plants, such as that thing, which, despite being dangerous due to their toxicity, could be cultivated individually by a person who meets the prerequisites. For example, due to heart problems. The fact that permits have been obtained to plant that by Dominic Fraser demonstrates the validity of this approach. Once these laws protecting vulnerable people become reality, expand them so that gays can also be cultivated on U.S. soil. To do this, it would be necessary to reclassify the plant as low hazard with the DEA. Objective: expand laws on private cultivation of plants to make way for gays on U.S. soil. Get gays to be reclassified as a lower threat. Work with Cox and Whitney. Okay. Well, this is Gideon. Yes. Horton. Thank you. Oh boy. As a representative of younger voters, the goal is to propose policies toward a more open use of drugs. The hippie movement is dead, but we can still use it as ideological leverage on younger generations. Not only would the expansion of drug use mean a boost in business, but it would also make public consciousness easier to manipulate, as experiments in our centers have shown. Create an ideological atmosphere in which open drug use is considered acceptable. Hayes can help. Laws to make recreational drug use legal. Contact Horton for details. Reduce arrests for possession. Ask Badman. Are you fucking kidding? This is insane. Oh boy. Luke Hayes' sheet. Ad Astra centers have been blown. Due to recent events, they have lost prestige and need a new PR spin. Work with advertising firms to create a new plan of action. We need to push the domestic crime crisis narrative. Badman will provide statistics to be published in newspapers and magazines to scare the public and sway their opinion. This will also convince the police to remove their force from the border and add patrols in city areas. It's essential to start a campaign to convince the public of the benefits of psychiatric drugs, to then establish gays as a medicinal in the future. We should use actors, singers, hosts, models, and athletes from our Ad Astra centers as testimonials for it. Studies have shown that the public will believe what they hear from famous people more than what they are told by professionals in their fields. Objective: rebuild Ad Astra prestige, rebuild media campaign about rampant crime in the city, use star power to convince people of the benefits of the new drug that we will make available. Oh boy. Did I read all of these? Yes. Okay. Checking. This is Jacob Byrne. Luke Hayes is gonna be this one. And then the last person that we haven't actually named yet will be Augustus Whitney, I guess. Yeah. I'm still missing some, the wine. An old and expensive champagne bottle, a faint chemical note is present. Bottle of water. Hi.
Hi.
Just Bacon Things just joined the syndicate on Twitch. Hi.
Hi. Hello, Bacon Man. How are you? Dear Mr. and Mrs. Fletcher, I'm giving you the day off. Go and enjoy yourselves. Shirley and I will take care of the preparations for tonight's meeting. The only thing I ask is that you take the 2 bottles of champagne from Dominic's personal reserve from the cellar and leave them on the table. These are mature bottles, so I want to personally open them in advance and decant them briefly, as is necessary for wines of this quality. The bottles are required for the toast all attendees make at the start of the meeting. I'm grateful for all the help you've given me over the years. Enclosed with this letter is a check as a token of my appreciation. With gratitude, Clarice Lehman. The letter is here, but there's no sign of a check. Oh boy.
Boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. It wasn't Bradley, it was... What was his name? Preston.
Yeah.
The police was Hadley Badman. The media was Luke Hayes. Not that, Luke. And the old politics was Augustus Whitney.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Orchestrated placing a toxic plant into the champagne used for the toast at the meeting. Orchestrated a mass poisoning by placing a toxic plant into the champagne used for the toast at the meeting. All attendees except Dominic Fraser were killed. He was spared as he drank only water due to his heart condition. The killer wanted to avenge the death of Bradley Fraser, who had been killed by Pedro Diaz on the orders of Dominic Fraser. The killer learned this information through the letters sent by Kenneth Cleveland.
Nice.
Yeah! You okay? Can't sleep? I feel that. The empire built on lies finally collapsed when Clarice learned the truth. Used as a test subject for years was not what broke her. It was discovering that Dominic had their son killed. That was the moment revenge became certainty. Dominic was spared, not out of mercy, but to watch his life burn. Oh. Aftermath. Katie Keller suffered nervous breakdowns and retired from the stage. Years later, she wrote a memoir about her days in the theater, which earned her a lot of money in royalties. The book was adapted for the cinema, but Keller refused to appear in it. She married the painter Carl Carlson. Martha Hart never recovered from the death of her husband Troy. Oh, they got married.
Yeah.
A few months later, she moved to Europe, where she had a brief career as a model, then as a dance instructor. She never remarried. Penelope Marshall divorced her husband Henry, fed up with his alcoholism. She enjoyed great success in 1984 thanks to a TV series, LA Angel, and had a decent television career. After his divorce from Penelope, Henry Marshall relapsed into alcoholism. After years in rehab, he finally managed to get back on his feet. Penelope and Henry met again on the set of LA Angel, where Henry played an alcoholic killer. They remarried the following year. Henry now appears in beer commercials.
Interesting.
After being investigated for his connections to the Fraser family, Jeffrey Stainwood surprisingly managed to come out clean. But all the trials and tribulations had a profound impact on him. He retired to private life with his wife Nadine and has not appeared in the newspaper since. When asked about his retirement, his last statement to the press was, "I'm too rich for this shit." Based.
Yes.
Having been found instrumental in several murders, Kenneth Cleveland was sent to a maximum security prison while awaiting trial. During his stay in solitary confinement, he was found dead in apparent suicide. The detectives who led the investigation into the Fraser case tried to launch an inquiry into the matter, but all doors were closed to him. After inheriting all the money from her uncle Preston Cox, who died of poisoning, Evelyn Cox retired to the family farm. Here she lived with her mother and brother, happy to see the family finally reunited. Frank Gaines tried to release his first album under the stage name Fab Frank. It was a total flop. After a career marred by failures, he gave up music and accepted a job at Cox Farm at the invitation of his former colleague Evelyn Cox. They married 2 years later. Aww. After the events at his villa, Dominic Fraser's heart couldn't take it. Fraser died of a heart attack while being transported by ambulance to the hospital. The doctors could do nothing. He left no heirs. After the incident in April 1979, the Ad Astra Centers were purchased by an unknown individual and closed. Apparently, they will reopen soon with a new name and major marketing campaign. Yay!
Nice.
We did it! Yay! We solved all the murders! No more bodies. At least, not tonight.
Yeah.
Woo! Yay! Alright, let's see if we can find a raid to go on, shall we? Tube. Case closed. Case closed.
Yes.
I was gonna go here, but then they said something about that word there, and I am not doing. No, thank you. We can go there.
Good.
Yeah, why not? Do 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 new 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 do do do. Tomorrow night we will be finishing up what's it called? What's it called? Sh**tin order.
No.
I couldn't remember the name for a second there. Tomorrow night we'll be finishing up Sh**tin order. There we go. Saturday night we'll be doing some League of Legends for Valentine's Day with my favorite people. Sunday, we gotta go here.
Yeah.
Okay. Sunday night, your turn to play, of course. I don't think we've decided on what we're doing yet for Sunday, so. But there is a new logo for your turn to play. I'm very excited about it. Very, very, very excited. Of notable interest, next Thursday, the Paranormal Site game comes out, so I will be streaming that on Thursday. I'm terrified. I'm scared. I'm scared. No, thank you. I'm gonna freak out. But it's what'll make you guys happy. So that's it from Neko and for Blaze for tonight.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the end of Sh**tin. Are you streaming tomorrow night? What are you doing?
Me and Wing are recording.
Ooh, fun. So that means just me tomorrow night. That's it from us. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.